What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How do you feel? How do you feel, boys? The New Orleans Saints are playoff winners yet again. We did it again. We won a wild card game. We did not get knocked out a week after the season ended by the stupid-ass Minnesota Vikings for the 40th time. No, we beat the Chicago Bears, and that is something that I am so happy about. The New Orleans Saints did not have a perfect game here. They left a lot to be desired out on that field, but that's just something we got to learn from and be able to clean up for next week because we have a big date with Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the third time this season. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, but when you look at it in retrospect, it has happened 32 times where teams have faced each other 3 times in one season, and the team that was 2-0 heading into that matchup has won 20 of those 32 matchups. So there's a lot going on here. We're going to have to talk a lot about this matchup during this week, but the stakes are extremely high, and I mean that. They are so damn high. The divisional round is awfully close to the Super Bowl. There are only 4 teams left in the NFC. The Saints, the Buccaneers, the Packers, and the Rams. And one of these teams is going to go on to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. If we beat the Buccaneers, we go to the NFC Championship. If we beat either the Rams or the Packers in the NFC Championship, we're in the damn Super Bowl. And that means so much to not only this team, but this city as a whole. So, that's definitely going to be something to look forward to. Let's go ahead and talk about the Saints versus Bears, the recap and review of that game. We're going to be talking about implications of the divisional round and scouting out our opponents all week this week. So don't worry, we're going to talk about that a ton, but this is not the time for that. Today we're talking about the Saints versus Bears recap and review. And I'd like to go ahead and put out a statement right away to say that this game was not a perfect game by the New Orleans Saints. They struggled mightily heading into to halftime. We only had 7 points by the end of quarter 2, and then we really started to shape things up more. We should have won this game 28-3, which I'm so sad didn't happen because that would have actually been hilarious. Like, imagine if we won 28-3. We held our 28-3 lead, unlike somebody in the division that isn't in the playoff race. So, it is what it is. They took a touchdown away after the Drew Brees leap. Really made me sad because for the first time ever, Drew Brees was talking his shit after he scored that touchdown. He looked at the camera and said, "We get in there. We get in there." But he didn't get in there. And that is just the saddest thing, that poor little old man's heart. Either way, we still won 21-9 after Jimmy Graham got an amazing garbage time touchdown grab. But it is what it is. We won this game. So, stats. Drew Brees had a really, really good game. A lot of people were confused as to, they didn't really like Drew Brees' performance. The offensive line was actual piss. Literal piss water. Before halftime. They made some adjustments and came out and performed perfectly fine. But before half, they played straight up dog doo-doo. And I'm telling you, that gives Tampa plenty of film as to what they need to do to attack this offensive line. So do exactly what you did in the second half to win next week. So Drew Brees went 28 for 39, 265 passing yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Almost had a rushing touchdown as well. Alvin Kamara had himself a big day, 23 carries. Alvin Kamara had more than 20 carries, or at least 20 carries. It's revolutionary. He had 23 carries with 99 yards and a touchdown. Taysom Hill had 4 carries for 15 yards. He should have had a passing touchdown, but one of those quarterback problems for Taysom Hill came out. He dropped back to pass. He literally waited until Deontay Harris got 100% open. He has no anticipation. You should have been able to tell that he was going to break through and get open, threw the ball 3 seconds early so it had time to get there, but no. He fumbled instead. So that was a little bit of an issue there. But the Deontay Harris was our leading receiver today. Deontay Harris broke out. He had an absolutely outstanding game. 7 targets, 7 receptions, no drops. 83 yards. He didn't have his touchdown. He would have had a really long touchdown had Taysom pulled the trigger. But, oh, my God, he balled out today, dude. He was fantastic. He's slept on. He is a great receiver. Michael Thomas was our second leading receiver, 7 targets, 5 receptions for 73 yards, and his first touchdown of the 2020 to 2021 NFL season, which you absolutely love to see from Michael Thomas. Jared Cook had 7 targets, 4 receptions for 40 yards. He had a good game himself. He really got going towards that second half. Alvin Kamara had 17 yards on 2 receptions. Emmanuel Sanders had 2 receptions for 3 yards. He left. I needed to see him get open more, but the Chicago Bears have an amazing defense. A secondary that is not that great is coming to town next week in Tampa, so hopefully he can get going there. Will Lutz's kicking woes continue, and this cannot continue going into the more important rounds of the playoffs. Like, if you lose in the wild card round, you suck, and you just lose. But if you lose in the divisional or the NFC Championship, that's a missed opportunity at the Super Bowl. That's just how it is. So he was 0 for 1, missed a 50-yarder. I think ever since he pulled his hammy in that Atlanta Falcons game, he has been absolutely doo-doo butt shit. So I think he needs to get that injury under wraps. The Saints have been working out kickers over the past few weeks, so don't be surprised if we do bring in a kicker to not replace Will Lutz, but maybe up the competition level or have someone to kick while Will Lutz is recovering. So I don't know what's going on with him, but it is what it is. The defense absolutely balled out today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was our leading tackler, and you know what else he did? He got somebody ejected again. Anthony Miller did the same thing that Javon Wims did last week. Javon Wims, by the way, you're an absolute bum for dropping that touchdown. Don't ever punch one of our players again, you sorry little bitch. That's why you dropped that touchdown. You're so sorry. Either way, though, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was talking mad shit, obviously. It was obviously. I don't know what he says to them. He must be mentioning sisters, moms, relatives, dead family members. I don't know. He says something to get these people riled up because Anthony Miller punched him in the face, got ejected. Absolutely amazing, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it every single week because you're fantastic at it. Demario Davis had 5 tackles. Janoris Jenkins had a pretty good game. He had some pretty he let up some big plays on really contested catches, but they weren't bad defense. He wasn't getting burnt. He wasn't getting cooked. They were contested catches that he just was getting the poo-poo end of the stick on, but he had a pass defended. Marshawn Lattimore had a fantastic game with 2 tackles and 2 passes defended. Mitchell Trubisky was not throwing his way. He was not having the smoke. He was not interested in doing that. The only sack for the New Orleans Saints in this game, because having 2 firsts out there in Marcus Davenport and Trey Hendrickson is a huge downgrade. We need Trey Hendrickson back because 2 firsts actually sucks. He's a glass man. 2 firsts is garbage. Sheldon Rankins had our only sack, which came at a perfect time, knocking the Bears way back on 3rd down and getting the Saints the ball back. So, what do I think about this game? I think that we need to start stronger next week. We need to look at this game and learn from it. We need to start stronger next week, and that is extra emphasis because we really do. I'm just really happy that we got a win. I'm ecstatic, as you guys can tell. I'm happy, man. I'm going to enjoy this one until next week. We have a lot to talk about. I'll probably be streaming tonight, so make sure to pay attention to the channel because I'll probably be going live. But let's go, baby. WHODAT? We got another win in the playoffs. Drew Brees is angry. I can tell. Angry as all hell. And he played fantastic when he wasn't getting bull rushed by Khalil Mack because Andrus Peat is a fat retard. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Adios.